It was Mark Poulton that packaged it. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already knowin'. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Viking Whoop, U.S. Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not frontin'. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Behold the King, the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. In red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The King took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Left none living, unable to tell. The King took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the. Bow down. Bow down to the King. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The King is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the King. On your knees to the King. The King of Kings. There is only one.
Just another boring day where nothing changes. Everything was normal till you came running. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting.
What's up, everyone? It's the Moral Compass, the Fulfillment King, good old TMC. Welcome to the Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club, episode 87. Today we are talking Cooties. Joining me, my co-host. I saw him eating. I hope he wasn't eating the chicken nuggets. Dexter Weeks. What's up, Dex?
You know, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat chicken nuggets, man. That's what you guys get, man.
Also joining us, we got Mark Yoon in the house. What's up, Mark?
First of all, Dex, you're not a vegetarian of your own volition, okay? We all know that. It's because of your family. Second of all,
that is true.
I almost became a vegan because of the beginning of this movie.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fast forward through it. I was like, I don't want to see this. It's gross.
There's two scenes in this whole movie that gross me out. It's not the gore, it's that and the kid eating the boogies on the playground. Those are the two scenes that got me.
Yeah.
Man, I thought we were going to have to, stretch this intro more so than we usually do because our fourth co-host said he was running a little late. He was at a birthday party. I hope he didn't catch anything. But joining us, we got a celebrity in the house. We got Mr. Elijah's Wood. What's up?
Oh, my God, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. I was gonna call it was this, or he was gonna bring an actual infected kid from the birthday party. Those are my two choices.
Oh man.
Oh, hello all.
Hello.
How you doing, Elijah's?
Oh, you go ahead and keep your secrets.
By the way, Elijah, I love how Rainn Wilson called you Frodo in this, basically.
It was a great little homage.
Indeed.
So how's everyone's weekend going so far? We haven't talked since Wednesday.
I'm gonna make my Elijah Wood eyes for the whole show.
Oh my God.
It's uncanny.
Yeah,
Dexter, what's the secret
I'm sorry, go ahead. What's up?
What's the secret weapon been up to, Dex?
Just working on some gun goth pages, rocking and rolling with that. And
Nice.
we already started up Beast of Blood too. So
that's exciting.
Awesome.
yeah.
Amazing.
Mark Yoon, how about yourself? What have you been up to?
I was working on Gun Goth this morning. I worked on it for about 7 hours on that double page spread for 14 and 15.
Well,
It's
awesome.
It's a little bit different from what you put in the script, but I think you're gonna like it. It's I drew it out how you wanted to exactly first, but I thought it was a little boring, so I played with the angles and stuff like that, and I think it's gonna hit. I think.
Well, I'm sure it'll be great. Elijah, what have you been up to?
Just working on a little bit of gun goth, traveling to Mordor to throw infected kids into the volcano.
Nice. Any outbreaks at that birthday party you were at?
I mean, I only got scratched once, and I only pooped myself, so it wasn't so bad.
Okay. Wow.
So normal for us in our 40s and 50s, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Let's before we dive into some comic and movie talk, let's check in with the chat. We got Yoon's drinking it up this week. Okay. Who knows what Elijah has in his mug? We got first in the chat as always. We got our guy Ice Pick Mark Penguin throwing up that pizza slice. Thank you.
Mark Penguin.
We got Corey Barton in the house as well. He says, "Hey everyone." Dex pulling double duty in the chat as well.
Aloha.
Penguin says, "Only 3 days left to back the Graveyard Shift Second Chance campaign and get the exclusive John Malin cover." Yeah, 3 days I believe is left in that campaign. Penguin also says, "Don't be a bum, back type 1." Yeah, talking about our good friend Sean Aaron, who I went to see Seven Dust with last night in Atlantic City. Me, Missy, and Sean, we saw Seven Dust. Oh, it was a good show, man.
Yeah.
And
Been seeing them good bands lately.
Yeah. Baby No Money, Edema. I gotta tell you, man, I'm a huge Baby No Money fan now. Penguin also says Writhe in Pain Volume 2 is in demand with a Fund My Comic exclusive soon. Yeah, Chris is working on an exclusive cover or two. He was a little cryptic with that. Said he was working on a couple things for that. I've got Amanda B in the house. She says, "I hope you all are cootie free." And did anyone ever have cooties when they were in elementary school?
No, I specifically remember. I don't know if it's genetics, but I was like super into like girls from like a super young age. So I knew what they were and what I was supposed to do. I knew my mission while I was sent here. Sorry, Dex. I know you got daughters, but
Yeah.
well, if you live in New Jersey, and you had daughters, you might be related to me. I don't know what to tell you.
That banging guy, Mark Yoon, was after him.
It was a little different for me, though, guy. I mean, like Cooties to me was just like you were dirty. You know, like everyone was like, "Oh, pick on somebody that, seemed to be somewhat dirty."
Dex, you picked on people? Don't get us started with the stories.
Yeah, my past.
Mark says, "No active campaigns for Mike McMahon, Enrico Botta, or Mark Yoon yet."
Indeed.
They're on the way. Penguin also says he is predicting that Enrico is dressed as a gym teacher.
I love the predictions now. Everyone's like just so excited to see Enrico.
I didn't think you were going to have time. I just figured you were going to show up.
Yeah. He's committed, man. He's committed.
Best I can do with such short time.
Amanda B, she thought you were going to be little girl number 1, the one with the blonde pigtails, who Dex corrected of one pigtail.
Indeed, yep.
I mean, if I had time, I definitely would have been a little zombie kid for sure.
Mark Yoon says a movie about normal kids.
A movie about Elijah's Wood.
Man, Mark Penguin says this was definitely the best movie we've seen in 2025 so far. Do you think so?
It was enjoyable.
I don't know.
It was fun.
I almost agree with Penguin. This movie, like, not to jump into it, dude. This one was one I think might have been the only one so far that made me laugh, like really laugh out loud, like more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the joke really hit. The joke.
As annoying as Rainn Wilson is in real life, he made me crack up in this like a lot, like more so than The Office.
Dude, if I had football gear and a super soaker, that would have been.
You would have did that. I mean, the only thing that would have made this movie perfect is if that teacher Rebecca bit the bucket. Like I would have, I wanted to see her go so bad, and she stuck around into the end.
Yeah.
I was like, there's
there
no
was a lot
justice
of
in the world.
unlikable people. So
Oh, for
Dex
real,
says
yeah.
it needs a sequel.
yeah, man, I wanted more. Come on.
And don't forget, when this movie's actually over a decade old.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually seen it before.
Yeah, me too, but I forgot. So
I forgot about it too.
Amanda B says Dex eating those tofu nuggets.
I do. And I think
I actually make a mean tofu nugget here at the Botta house, at the Wood house.
no cooties with those. So
My friends always make fun of me because I only eat like boneless, like wings and stuff like that. I can't handle bones. If I eat anything on the bone, steak or anything, I just imagine I'm biting into a human arm. I can't do it. Like my imagination's too much.
I think you can handle bones.
so the cartilage and the veins don't do it. You know.
Can't do it. First of all, I was a vegetarian for like 4 years in high school.
I know.
and I would still be one if my wife wasn't Korean because they're like 90% meat. They're like T-Rexes. So I have no choice.
True.
But Philly cheesesteaks are damn good. So
Amanda says I was eating breakfast as I started watching this. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it almost blasted me back into vegetarian territory. I was veggie for a little while there. I was vegan for a little while there. You know, it was short lived, but I attempted it, and this kind of almost brought me back.
It makes you wonder, for sure, man.
This was close to what I do when I go on my diet. When I go on diets, I eat while I'm watching my 600-pound life, and it makes me portion control so well. And I might have to put the intro of this movie on repeat.
So you need the visuals to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
we got the busy bottas in the house. They say fantastic. Mark Penguin says, "Oh my God, we were both wrong, Amanda." Amanda says, "I was going to say he could easily pull off a nerdy Elijah."
Easily.
And he does.
Amanda says, IMDb talks about a sequel, but not a whole bunch of info or where to see it out there. So I am a little confused. Amanda says,
Mark.
Amanda says, well, she hasn't been working on Gun Goth.
Do a cover. Right? We got room for another cover.
Penguin says Yoon equals creeper.
Hey, listen, it stopped me from ever needing the ability to cheat on anybody, so I'm good. I have a happy marriage now of almost. Actually, this month is our 14-year anniversary.
Hey, congrats!
Oh wow. We got Lord Blazefire 1985 in the house. He says, "Yo, Marks, what's up, Matt?
What's up, Wolf?
Fire,
blaze."
The busybodies. They want to know: was it supposed to be funny?" Yes.
The movie, yes.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it was a satire or parody movie, right? This is not like a real movie. It's a parody, right? I think we're all.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that there was a director and stuff, but
an actual was made.
Yeah.
Lord Blazefire says Rainn Wilson, aka Dwight Schrute.
I thought it was Dwight Schrute. I thought Dwight Schrute was playing the role of the gym teacher.
That's what happened after The Office closed down.
To be honest, Rainn really only plays one character, so it was Dwight.
No, I thought he was definitely different than Dwight from this. He was more
really
serious.
Yeah,
he got some serious stuff in there.
Amanda says, yeah, there were a lot of quips throughout the movie. Definitely a fun horror. Lord Blazefire says, I don't blame you, Mark. I know boneless wings are better.
I do like a boneless wing. Yeah. When I was in my vegetarian phase, I would make tofu nuggets was one thing. And then I would also make these fried cauliflower wings.
Yeah.
And basically my friends would bust my stones about it. And I would just be like, you know what, dude? these things are just a hot sauce delivery system anyway. So does it really matter what's inside the breading?
Pretty much. Yeah, right.
Anything that's like fried or like covered in cheese is like basically just there for the cheese or the fry. It's like there's nothing really to it. Yeah.
I agree.
Lord Blazefire says I couldn't do vegan because I get headaches.
Well, I don't still like to do vegan anymore because I don't know.
I can't give up cheese and milk.
I just like steaks, man. Whatever.
Or eggs too.
Yeah, vegans.
Pizza diet is the best, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like I have the best pizza place like right around the corner from me, and I'm a little bit of a pizza snob.
What's your go-to pizza?
Yeah, I'm always looking for a good spot.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Santini's 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
Well, if you guys
I got
come
this.
to the house, I'll order some Santini's pizza, and we'll all chill out one night.
Heck yeah,
Sounds good.
I got this place near me called 5 Star. I'm sending Mark the picture. I just had it today. I'm putting it on the Discord.
We're all in New Jersey, Mark. That's not going to do us any good.
Yeah,
I know, but
Do
what
they
I'm saying
deliver?
is like
horrible.
as well, you'll have it when you're here. But as somebody who's from like New York City and like is a super pizza snob, this is the only place I can eat here.
That's close.
All the other pizza sucks. Like it's like Little Caesars pretty much.
Yeah, it's a lot better than 4-star. This one's 5.
Yeah, true.
Not 6-star, but it's better than 4-star for sure.
Exactly.
Mark Penguin sharing the link for Schism. That's the old Defiant Comics led by Jim Shooter. They're trying to crowdfund this old, huge epic crossover that they were going to do before the company went out of business. This is his second attempt to do the Kickstarter. First attempt, he was looking for $60,000. He only made it halfway there. So he recalculated, came up with a new goal, and he's trying again. So good luck to them. I'm excited for it. I feel like it's a piece of 90s comic history, the unpublished Defiant Comics crossover.
Wasn't Jim Shooter just announced, Mark, at the that con we're going to? I think
Yeah, he's going to be at Super Jersey Comic Expo. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Enrico just gave me Benji Bronk vibes from Howard Stern. He was like flipping his hair and like doing that look in the mirror. You know when Benji went through that like emo thing when his girlfriend made him dress up. Yeah.
Benji.
Amanda B says, I stopped eating meat because of Faces of Death for a couple months when I was 15. Haven't eaten beef since then. The opening reminded me of those movies.
We'll ask your boyfriend or husband, but I don't believe you. Oh.
Wow.
I remember.
Be nice, Mark. Jeez.
Wait.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I remember Faces of Death with the monkey scene, right? Didn't they like monkey or something?
Did you know that they sell Faces of Death now in Walmart?
Walmart, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I saw Faces of Death DVD there. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Did all of that come out to be fake? Was it all fake?
I think 90% of it was probably
Yeah.
staged, but 10% might have been like real footage and stuff. So.
That stuff was like hardcore when you were a kid, man.
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing that stuff. I was still in like grade school when I saw some of that stuff. I remember having sleepovers with my buddies, and somehow we got our hands on Faces of Death from the video store.
And it was like taboo, you know. It was
terrible. I'm still scarred. I remember a few things. The monkey, somebody getting his head cut off and put in a box. Like I don't know, a boat accident where a guy gets his arm shredded in a motor. Or something. I don't know.
Penguin says Schism has been relaunched with a new lower goal and is already halfway funded. Oh, that's very exciting news for them. Lord Blazefire says, I want to make broccoli nuggies. It's possible.
Fun fact, broccoli is actually my favorite food of all time.
No, I love broccoli tots at the house all the time. Lord Blazefire also
garlic.
Says, Friday, I'll order New York style pizza.
They always call it New York style. It's probably BS. Let me tell you, out here, every single place is Coney Island hot dogs or Philly cheesesteaks. That shit ain't no cheesesteak. Like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, first of all, if you're from New York, you don't call it a cheesesteak anyway. It's a chopped cheese, or it's a hero. They don't call it hoagie rolls. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's everywhere's out here. Coney Island hot dogs, Philly cheesesteak. Get out of here. Yeah.
Wait, what do they call cheesesteaks in New York now?
Chopstick.
Chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese, yeah.
Chopped cheese. Yeah.
I've never heard of this. I've never
But
heard.
we can't complain, Enrico. Our dumbasses call Italian ice water ice, and water is ice. So like, I don't know. We have any room to complain.
No. First of all, it's water ice.
Or water ice.
Water.
There you go.
Water ice. Yeah.
Penguin, he's letting us know we need to do this show, Enrico. Passion of the Crust, where we go around taste testing pizza.
Hell yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So we made it through the chat. Before we get into talk on Cooties, you know, I didn't have any Gun Goth stuff to show off, but I see Mark Yoon has shared pages. This is a double page spread you're working on?
Yeah, this is the progress. It's like maybe 10-15% done, but it's coming along.
Should I show it off?
Yeah, I just wanted to show you what I was working on.
Okay.
It'll look way different when it's done. So
Anyone want to see Yoon's spread?
So see, like I had it how he's sitting on top of the dead wolf instead and doing like that kind of like menacing ponder instead of just like a head-on shot. I don't know. I think it looks cool. Let me know what you think. Awesome.
Yeah, no, it works for me.
Cool.
Lord Blazefire says cool art.
Cool.
Thanks, Wolf.
I do have some artwork I want to show off. It's not for Gun Goth, but it's for a new project I have going on with Ja Rowe, who, you know, friend of the channel, shows up in our chats. And he and I were working on a book. We both realized we had Mortal Kombat-esque ideas in the works. So we decided to work together, and we're working on a book called Johnny Bloodstorm. And I want to show off a page. I actually want the chat's input on this because there's two versions of the page. I want to see what everyone thinks, which one they like better. So let me pull up this is page 1 of the book. So do you like Blue Dragon or Red Dragon better?
I kind of feel like the first one, you can see more detail in the dragon. The red is like a really deep red, so it kind of hides some stuff.
Listen, the first one for me, I'm liking it a lot. I also think it looks a little more dimensional too, because of like it looks like it's back
in the backdrop.
It's into the distance a little more. I feel like because of the color holds on the piece or something. So yeah, it looks great. It's a great page, cool flow, like the panels. But yeah, I'm definitely voting for number 1 too, Yoon.
Yeah, because all artists know if you're going to push something back, you always go with cool colors, blues, and stuff like that. So
it doesn't take over the forefront image.
Right,
yeah,
that's why it pushes back a lot better than the red.
It's called diffusion for the lay person,
the uninitiated.
They're both great. Yeah, I mean, but I'm going with page 1 too, Mark. So
okay. Let's see what the chat has to say. Penguin says TMC is the hardest working man in comics.
Without a doubt.
He also votes red.
Whoa,
Wow.
we got one red. I don't know, 3.
Corey Barton says Red Dragon is way better. Wow. Amanda B, red pops more.
Tied now.
We got Maromi in the house. He says, hi, everyone.
Maromi, just say blue and help us break this tie.
And the tie is broken. Lord Blazefire says Red Dragon. Corey says the red colors could be adjusted a bit to show the details more.
True. Yeah.
Amanda says chat disagrees. Lord Blazefire says Johnny Cage looking dude. Yeah, that's like the inspiration behind it. Johnny Cage, also the actor who played him, Dan Pacina, who starred in the Bloodstorm ads for that arcade game. So I sort of morphed it together. Johnny Bloodstorm. It's about the world's greatest martial artist. He got his skills, though, by making a deal with the devil. And now the devil's come to collect his soul. But Johnny doesn't want to give it up. So he has to fight hell's greatest fighters. So there you go. Johnny Bloodstorm coming your way very soon.
That sounds a little bit like, an idea I had called Taekwondo Joe. Except for in that one, he gets his powers from a cursed fortune cookie.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe the dumpling. I don't know. I'm not giving away all my secrets.
Mark
He's
Yoon
got a ring
says,
that he talks to. It's pretty cool.
Mark Yoon says the chat has cooties. Wow.
The chat has cooties.
But what was the lore of the cooties? So you had to reach puberty. Is that the whole thing? So if you're an adult, you're not gonna.
You'll get it like it's funny how this movie kind of parallels like the pandemic a little bit, and they even use the term pandemic,
Right.
but in the movie. But this is like before it. This is I think this movie precedes what happened.
Mhm.
It's like by 6 years or something. But yeah, it was something like if adults got it, they'd get it in a diminished way because they hadn't hit puberty yet.
Yeah, like they didn't transform.
Says, I got ED. Wow.
Oh my God. Wow.
Is Lord Blaze drinking White Claw too?
White Claw causes ED. Is that what happens?
No, not for me. It don't.
Wow.
I'd have been long since divorced.
Mark Penguin says, did you see Skybound announce they're going to do the crazy beautiful omnibus set for Transformers now that they already did G.I. Joe? I did see that announced.
I'm in.
Oh no, he doesn't have ED. He's Ed. I don't.
Oh, I'm Ed. No, I'm Ed. Okay. I don't know. Dude.
Sorry, Lord Blaze.
Sorry, Ed.
Sorry about that.
I'm still gonna call you Wolf because that's what I've been calling you for like 5 years. So that's not gonna change.
By the way, we got 91 people watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X. If you're new to the channel, go hit subscribe. Go hit thumbs up. Hit the notifications. We're here every Sunday, except next Sunday because I'll be away on vacation. But we're here talking horror movies. Today we're talking Cooties. Man, the channel, these YouTube shorts, man, they're doing great for the channel. Over 100 new subscribers. It's crazy.
It's still like just me and Enrico every single time. It's hilarious.
Or they
Yeah, they cut the Dex doing.
Well, I mean, if you watch this show,
yeah,
we're always waiting for you guys to stop.
Just
talking
shut up.
so we can move
Yeah. Well, Enrico's saying something interesting. I'm just being annoying. So
it's all good.
Wow, 106 people watching. Thank you so much. So this week we're talking Cooties, picked by our own Elijah's Wood on the panel. A bit of a, we had Elijah Wood in it. We had Rainn Wilson. Any other?
Was that the chick from?
Well,
we had the dude from Lost.
Oh, right, the bus driver.
Yeah,
or whoever it was.
Also, I feel like the janitor was in something else too. The karate janitor guy.
He was great.
Yeah, he was my favorite character. And then also, was that girl teacher? Was she Sean William Scott's girlfriend from Goon, the hockey movie? She looks like that. Is that the same actress?
Familiar though.
Yeah.
Penguin says Kenneth from 30 Rock.
Is that Felix, the guy?
He also says Yoon is a loudmouth New Yorker, so it makes sense.
Oh,
hey, I'm walking here.
The Penguin said the guy who played the homosexual.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Am I the only?
I love how
they get Fix It Felix reference. Nobody else.
No.
Yeah. I love at the end how he went like balls to the wall and was like "fuck yeah" to the kids. That was like so great. I've never seen him do that in a movie before.
Amanda says the lady with the grape button looked familiar.
Is she talking about Rebecca, the one with her hair up, the brunette that I hated?
Wanted to kill off.
Yeah. I wanted to be in the movie so I could do it myself.
Just
Cooties or no.
Push her in the mosh pit.
She was hilarious.
So Elijah, take us through this movie.
Well,
eyes.
The eyes. The eyes have it.
Yeah. I know that's my Elijah Wood. We start with the creation of chicken nuggets, and we have a bad batch. So it gets released into this like small town at first, but they're going all over the world, is what we learn later. But the chicken nuggets get released. We open up at a school. There is a guy that's going to the school to be a substitute teacher. He is a writer. He's an aspiring writer, trying to be a writer. That's supposedly coming from New York, but coming back to his hometown to go teach there. He arrives there. They have a rowdy class. One of the girls there appears to be sick. Some bullies are picking on her. They end up accidentally pulling her pigtail out of her head, and then the girl scratches the substitute teacher, who's Mr. Elijah's Wood, and bites some of the bullies. They end up at the school nurse. All the kids get infected from this girl and the bully. Ends up on the schoolyard. Starts a big outbreak at the school. All the teachers are noticing that there's an outbreak here. You have a cast of characters in the school, different teachers. Rainn Wilson plays a gym teacher who has a love interest of this other teacher that Elijah Wood is actually trying to reconnect with, who was a student that he went to school there at the same school with when they were kids. We have a few other teachers, the janitor who comes out as this martial arts guy at the end, but they start learning that this outbreak is happening, and they're trying to contain it, and craziness ensues. I don't know, where do you want to go from there?
Let's check in with the chat. Mark Penguin says the lady with the grape button was hot AF. Amanda B says, careful, you don't touch her, she'll push
Get that button.
push the button. Penguin said it would be consensual. Always the gentleman. Mark hasn't. He used to rape the women in the early days of the show.
That's right. Now he's consensual Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a changed man. Lord Blazefire says they go raw and bites you.
That's literally going to become our reviews of these, because since we start talking about 52 minutes in, that's going to be the whole review, and then we just move on and say goodbye.
Trying to get through it faster. So where do we go? So I kind of set up the whole situation, but we arrive there. There's the outbreak. Elijah's in there trying to connect with the girl teacher. Rainn Wilson's the gym teacher, the love interest, and we just start getting involved in them trying to get away from these kids. There's a big outbreak on the schoolyard. That's when it starts to become really prominent. Rainn Wilson is out there trying to shoot hoops, and then
Hurley's doing shrooms.
Oh yeah, okay. So there's the bus driver Hurley from Lost, and he's just eating shrooms, and he thinks that maybe he's hallucinating from the shrooms, but it turns out it's really happening. He calls the principal on his walkie-talkie and says, "I don't know what's going on, but I think one of the other teachers is getting eaten out on the schoolyard." So the principal comes out, and he gets ripped to shreds by the zombie kids. Rainn Wilson makes his way back into the school, and then the kids start trying to get back into the school, and they're trying to wonder what happened. Meanwhile, Elijah Wood did get scratched in the beginning. Now he's starting to show symptoms. There's a few straggler kids, I guess, that they kind of rescue, right? One kid's a diabetic kid. They get him, they bring him with them along with, moving through the school, just kind of evading these zombie kids. And then Elijah Wood gets sick. And then one of the other teachers is this real goofy, creepy kind of guy, right? He's the science. Is he the science teacher?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Okay, so he's a science teacher. So he examines, Elijah Wood gets sick, and he examines that, and then kind of examines one of the dead kids, because they end up killing one of the kids because they're getting attacked. And he examines Elijah Wood's I don't know, throw up and poop or whatever, because he's pooping himself because he's sick. And
I want to interject there. I'm sorry, Mr. Elijah Wood, but I mean, Mark, I've been a horror fan for a really long time. And the number one thing in horror films is you don't kill kids. You know what I mean?
I was thinking this while we watched it. I was like, that
one of the number one things. And to have that scene with Rainn Wilson bashing that kid's head in with it was pretty hardcore.
You didn't see it happen, right?
No, they don't.
And they're monsters. They're monsters at that point. So you're not really killing kids. You're killing monsters at that point.
Yeah, that's
Penguin
right.
says the crazy teacher with brain damage is Lee Wannell, who wrote the movie and Saw and Insidious films.
Yeah, he was a good character, I thought.
Yeah, he was.
But he says 3 p.m. pickup.
Yeah.
But even the parents, the one mom's trying to pick up the kids, she got the earbuds in, not even paying attention. And once again, I guess the brother killed his little brother. It was a a little infant in the back seat of the.
That was my favorite part of the movie.
Okay, so yeah, I mean that did happen.
Hardcore, man. So.
That did happen. That did. I mean, yeah, there were some definitely like 6 things in here. I definitely went like, oh, a couple times, and I laughed out loud a couple times. Some of the jokes were pretty funny.
Yeah, they really hit. Well, my favorite scene was the there was like the, I guess not a flashback, but a montage. Like, remember the montage when you see the kids, they're playing with the eyeballs. She's doing jump rope with the intestines.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. That was great, man.
That was really good. So yeah, so the part Dex was just talking about was after they find it, after the science teacher guy discovers that it's some sort of a Cooties like pandemic kind of thing. They go outside and they're waiting. Like the one teacher, the one girl teacher has an idea to wait for the parents to come for the pickup. So there is a mom that comes early, right? And then they're all outside trying to get her attention. But she's like so oblivious because, like Dex said, she's on the phone, not paying attention. And one of the infected kids goes out there and kills her and all the kids in the car. Then they call the cops come, and that cop gets bit on the hand or scratched on the hand, and then he takes off. So they're just stuck in this building. Yeah.
He got his fingers ripped off. So.
Oh yeah, he got his fingers like completely bit off. Yeah.
Amanda B says, I was taken back by the infant thing, but all was better when it was the baby that got the mom. However, they were able to do that strapped in.
That must have been great to shoot, though, Mark, because, Mark and I have been on some movie sets, right, Mark? We're not going to lie.
I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but,
just to have that
working with M. Night Shyamalan and...
Yeah, put a little blood on the baby's face, in a close-up. It was pretty funny, so.
Yeah, it was funny.
Speaking of which, for a side note, Mark, I just watched The Trap. That might have been the worst movie I've ever seen. That movie was so bad.
Yeah, you're not
so bad.
Yeah. But the Josh Hartnett movie?
Yes.
I love that movie. I thought it was great.
It was awful.
Dex, you agree with him?
I didn't even get to watch. I thought it was
great.
So bad. I was like, I'm not even.
It's an hour and a half showcase of his daughter's shitty singing, so that he could try to push her into a crappy record deal.
Dex is still pissed off he got cut out of that movie, and I don't blame him. I'm mad too.
I haven't had a chance to see that. But
Penguin has my back. He says that movie was amazing.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They cut you because you weren't from Philadelphia. That's the only reason.
I are always on the same page. Always.
Best in the chat. Number 1 in the chat. That's why.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Penguin says, you mean his very beautiful and talented daughter?
First of all, she looks like Golem from Lord of the Rings. She's like hideous.
Whoa. It's the white claw talking. It's the white claw, man.
Yeah.
No.
Wait a second.
No.
Sober up,
white
you
supremacist talking. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't like. I don't. I know.
White Claw wasted. No. Stop it.
Now, you know what? I did see that movie. Wait, are you talking? It's the M. Night Shyamalan one, right? You're talking
yeah.
About?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Penguin has low standards.
Poulton. Yeah. I did see that, and I did think it was good.
Nothing happens in it. She just does a stupid ass concert the whole time while Josh Hartnett pushes a lady over the stairs. Nothing happens in the damn movie.
Yeah,
nothing.
The Busy Bodies is reminding me.
And then
just remember that I did see it. Yeah, and
his daughter not having a security entourage and going to the killer's freaking house and then trying to talk him down, like, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing this. You should know better." It's like, shut up. Like
I mean, look, was it a perfect movie? No, but it was like, it was semi entertaining. I remember not hating it, but I do remember having a couple problems with it like that, though. Like why it's being led in a weird direction. But whatever, we're digressing. We have a zombie infestation at this school. And
wait. Wow. I'm being accused.
Wow.
I'm being accused of racism here. First of all,
I gotta read these before I put them up.
I'm trying.
First of all, I used to exclusively only date black and brown women. First of all, second of all, my wife is Korean. Third of all, white girls are the least desirable to me. Fourth of all, I like attractive women. I don't like Jack Skellington from Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas with Schmeagol eyes, making Amanda Siegfried look like a supermodel. No. Wow. And she sucks at singing too, and it's all auto-tuned, and she's too ugly to be a singer.
What? What's wrong with
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong can get his daughter the hell out of here. And he actually came out in an interview and said that he made the movie to pursue her career. He straight up said it.
school infested with child zombies. Okay, and no one is coming to save them, so they have to now save this poor diabetic kid, and the only way to do it is to get to the vending machine that has candy in it.
Wait a minute, Amanda B.
Small enough to get in the shaft.
We're doing like two different movies at the same time here, right?
We're not talking about the
Trap.
We're talking Cooties.
Yeah, it's Trap.
Talking about Cooties with Elijah.
You're just proving my point.
Okay, and Rainn Wilson. So I'm the only one small enough to fit into this vent shaft thing. So we get in there, and we're going to find the candy for the little diabetic kid. Okay, Yoon. So they do that. They find the candy, but all the zombie kids are being alerted to their whereabouts, and they get the candy. They get it back to the kid. And they find a way to escape and get out of the school, but they're being like pursued by all the zombie kids. When they're in the basement, I guess, where the ventilation shaft ends, the janitor comes out and he helps them, and he and all the other characters like Rainn Wilson, all the guys, they start gearing up, right? So they say, you gotta find anything you can, and then they suit up and they have a fun 80s montage commando moment of suiting up with all this funny stuff. Like I don't know, they have like a ball project, what's it called, like a golf ball? Is it a golf ball projectile machine? And super soakers and
it reminded me of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah,
in the mall when they were gearing up. Yeah.
Yeah. All kinds of
one
weapons.
guy had a flamethrower, but it never worked. Was that a flamethrower that he had? One of the.
Which one?
I thought it was a taser, on a.
I'm not sure what it was. I thought it was like a flamethrower, but I was like, you never got to use it. So
yeah. Well, anyway, they gear up, they fight their way out. I'm just just starting to. We're trying to rush through it, right? So, we'll keep it.
You've got you all flustered.
We'll keep it abbreviated. Look, I'll go through it. I'll go through it more abbreviated, but you guys jump in if you want to spotlight any parts. Okay. So they're fighting their way out now with all their gadgets on. They get into the schoolyard, the parking lot. They get out of the school. All the zombies are pursuing them. They have the clicker to kind of open the car. Rainn Wilson's got it, but they're just getting covered in zombies. He throws the what's it called? The thing that opens the car.
Key fob.
Key fob.
Yeah.
The key fob to Elijah Wood, and he says hey man, take care of my girl or whatever. And then all the zombies cover Rainn Wilson. They get in the car and drive off. So
I'm sorry. Penguin mentions the zombie girl on the tricycle. Go ahead.
Oh yes. Okay. So it's an homage to the puppets from the Saw movies.
I had a question with that too. When she was riding around looking in the vent, did she not see them in the vent? You remember she looked down in the vent? Did she not see those two?
I don't think she could see. I think she heard something and kind of felt that there was something there, but didn't know quite what it was yet.
Because visually you could see them. When they had the overhead shot, you see the two people underneath the thing.
And he dropped a flashlight too.
Yeah. Right.
Amanda B says, did you mention how they figured puberty being key?
Yes.
Mensen.
Yeah.
I love it's you take my sex ed class and you don't know what menses are.
I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay.
Right.
And then Elijah Wood was like, how is it that the ones who teach sex ed are always the creepiest ones, the creepiest teachers?
Yeah.
But the dude had brain damage. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, he did have a little bit of brain damage. So they drive away in the car. One of the kids is on top of the roof of the car. They slam on the brakes. The kid flies off of it, but he gets up and he's all jacked up, and then they run him over.
That was great, though. Think about it. Once again, the whole thing of killing kids. His jaw was hanging off his face, and then they just really jacked him up at the end, with the.
They kill him by shoving a cock into his mouth. That was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, holy cow, man! But he was
the way he looked around too when the jaw was hanging off, and it was some good effects in this movie for sure.
Yeah. It was well done, man.
It was the bird cock, not an actual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a man cock.
I'm just saying what they referred to in the movie. I'm just being.
Well, that's a call back to
Really quiet. He's
again. I
not
wasn't going
I'm
to.
gonna.
No.
Yoon's close to getting muted at this point.
talking about cock.
Well, no, that goes back to the beginning, I guess, because he was making fun of that bully kid. That same kid was making fun of the substitute teacher, and he was calling him cock or something. Like
Right. Now, have any of you guys? I know you said you were a teacher, Yoon. Like, were any of you guys ever substitute teachers? Because I did that for a while. I don't know if you experienced.
I taught college. I taught college as an.
I also taught college. By the way, I did.
I subbed for high school and middle school, and those middle school kids are the worst, man.
So in New York, Dex, I taught 4th grade, and let me tell you, those girls in the beginning of the year are the sweetest, most angelic things you've ever faced. By the end of the school year, those 4th grade girls are monsters. Like literally getting kicked out of class constantly, fighting each other, cursing at each other. One girl in 4th grade, I had to send her to the office because she jumped on a table twerking to a Nicki Minaj song in her headphones. I'm not even kidding. Like they're insane.
It is.
What's even more insane is that when they get out of the school, they end up in town, and they see in a shop window all these TVs that they can now see that this disease or this like Cooties thing is outbroken all over the world, right? So they see different cities and stuff, and then they look behind them, and all these infected kids are in pursuit of them again. So they bust into this like building, and then they notice that like there's birthday party like things strewn about on tables, like a half-eaten birthday cake and some party favors, and then a dead body. And they notice they're at a birthday party, so they're at this like Chuck E. Cheesy type place that has like all these play sets and stuff, and then all these zombie kids start appearing, and they think they're done for, but then who like pops back up? Rainn Wilson in his like combat gear with his super soaker, and he's like, I'm gonna get him, and he's like, you're gonna shoot him with the water gun, and he's like, it's not water. So we find out there was like gasoline or whatever in there, and he like
burns. He put the glasses on, you see the flames in the glass. That was awesome.
That was a great scene. That's another scene where I kind of laughed out loud. I'm like, oh, he's back. You know, so I was laughing.
What was that superhero-esque parody movie that he was in? When he like beat the dude with a wrench in the face and lined, you know what I'm talking about? Rainn Wilson. It's called what? I'm sorry. We were all talking, so we all cut off at the same time. What was it? What was it called?
Super.
Okay.
Wasn't it called Super?
I think so. I think you're right.
I don't remember, but yeah.
Lord Blazefire says, "I'll never be a teacher because traumatized past."
I feel you, man.
Mark Penker says, I actually co-taught a continuing education film class at the Cleveland Institute of Art one semester. He used to be fun.
See, those kids want to learn. You know, when you go to like a middle school, they don't give a hoot, man.
Amanda
B
says,
when you're paying for school, that's when you care. Yeah.
Amanda B says one of them was patient 0. No,
I don't know. Did they?
I don't remember. I don't remember
either.
And Penguin says yes, Super.
I actually really like that movie, Super. I like how freaking dark that movie was. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
I think
I
don't remember it. You know.
I always get taken aback by that one scene where they're like the guy's cutting in line and he just like smashes his face in with the wrench. I was like, that's insane.
By the way, we got 319 people watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We're here every Sunday talking horror movies. Every Wednesday, we're talking comic books. Hit notifications. Give us a thumbs up, man. So overall, I assume we had a lot of fun talking about this. Everyone liked it?
Well, yeah. Elijah Wood forgot to mention that once again about killing children. Like
Dex loves talking about this.
I know. I mean, because this movie had it all. I mean, because how many years have I been a horror fan, and now you get to see kids getting burned alive. And
Dex is like F them kids.
That's what you left out. Like when he had the liquid. He burned all those kids in the building and stuff. That was like hardcore stuff. Man.
Yeah. Especially the infant getting killed. Like you'd never see that.
Yeah,
like that was.
Yeah, never. So
I wish so it ended kind of abruptly. So after that scene with the kids and the Chuck E. Cheese that goes up in flames, they all kind of get back in in the truck, and Rainn Wilson has this funny thing where he can't say real wheel drive.
That was funny,
Has
yeah.
this truck with like rear wheel drive, and he's like wheel, you know. But anyway, he's like, I would know that anywhere, and they get back in and they drive off, and it kind of ends there, right? It just
Pretty much, yeah.
ends abruptly there, and that's one thing is like, it definitely set itself up where it could continue. It could be a sequel, and I would totally be down with that.
Yeah,
because I enjoyed this movie like a lot.
it spread like all over the place. That was really cool.
It's
When they
the
were
new
saying-
Walking Dead with those guys restarting
Right?
civilization.
You know, well, as I mentioned in the beginning of the synopsis or whatever you want to call it, recap, Elijah Wood was like this aspiring writer, but it turns out he didn't really write much. He didn't get very far, and he's always been a teacher. He's been teaching for 2 years. So, and he ended up at that school because he was depressed and living at home with his mom, and he just wanted to go back to the school because he knew that girl was working there, and he just wanted to reconnect and have some sort of, you know, try to rekindle something there.
But he really didn't know, right? I mean, in the end, he kind of
he didn't, and I liked that too. Like they didn't just like let the lead character have the girl, right?
Right.
I mean, they made out, and like she straight up told him that like she likes him more than her boyfriend. She said she hated her boyfriend to his face.
Yeah.
So, like,
but they didn't end up together because then, you know, Rainn Wilson opens up to her, right? And she kind of realizes, you know, that he has a different side to him or something like that. But what I was going to get at was I wanted to see a little bit of a wrap up with him and the writing. Like maybe he took this experience and worked it into his novel, which is like basically like Christine, where the car gets possessed, but he's writing about a boat that's possessed.
yeah.
Which I thought
we need a sequel, man.
Penguin says that was my only complaint of the movie. It just ended without actually ending.
Yeah, there was no ending. Yeah,
Amanda B says I liked everything but the beginning, although not sure how to change it, and the end.
Probably
She
just
liked
have
the middle though. The middle was very good.
You could just have just a gross
news report.
Adam nuggets being made. You don't have to show all the chickens being beheaded and whatnot. I guess.
I told you I fast forwarded that part.
Yeah, you could just have a background news report talking about like the chicken factory closing while someone's like eating something. Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
The opening of that movie reminded me of Earthlings. Anybody hear of or see Earthlings? That's like they call that movie. That's a documentary, but they call that one the Vegan Maker. I mean, you watch that, and like, you'll.
I know of it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I want to shout out Amanda B, who actually watched the movie this week. So good work, Amanda.
It's fun interacting with Amanda because she actually watched it. That's awesome.
And she liked it too, as far as I know. So.
She liked the middle. She didn't like the beginning or the end.
Yeah.
Lord Blazefire says, unpopular opinion, when Twilight ruined the vampire trend, then zombies took over and got too popular.
That's a good
That's
point.
true. I mean, Disney even had zombies.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
Penguin says, the boyfriend admitted that she never smiled for him.
Yeah, that was a good scene. I like that.
Come on, women, smile for your men. It means a lot to them.
Yeah.
There was some depth there.
Yeah, there really was.
Lord Blazefire loathes today's zombie films.
I don't know. You got some good ones like Train to Busan and stuff.
Cooties
and,
is okay, though.
Yeah.
Who picked this?
Right here, Amanda.
So, yeah, I would say thumbs up all around for Cooties.
Yeah, it got really dark in the end. Like I understand what everyone's saying because I wanted more, like to see what's going on in the world, and so they really could do a sequel. I'm surprised they haven't, to be honest.
Would it be too crazy for a sequel? Like, would it be like 28 weeks later kind of thing, or like World War Z, where it's just like overrun at that point because you can't stop them?
Right.
Yeah. There's a statistic, right? There's more children on the planet than there are adults because like people die off and kids are constantly being born.
They don't have to though. They could totally be like. It resolved its. Here's my pitch for the sequel. Okay, it resolved itself. Everything's okay now. Pandemic's over. Elijah Wood writes his book. He writes it based on that situation. He's famous. He's like a famous writer now from that book. He's on all these talk shows and stuff. And another type of outbreak happens, and he's in the same situation again. A la like Die Hard. And he was always getting himself in the same situation. So it
So
kind
it'd
of
be red meat instead of chicken. Red meat instead of.
Or
Yeah.
what if they go through puberty, the zombies, and then they start healing themselves as soon as they go through puberty? It's just like a phase, and then like they all become normal again.
Why did your screen just do a thumbs down?
Yeah, how'd you get a thumbs down?
were you thumbs downing Yoon's idea? Did you not see that?
No.
On Enrico's.
Enrico's screen just gave the thumbs down.
Down.
Oh.
He's probably tired of you talking over. No, now you look like Sin City.
They mentioned a vaccine at one point. Remember when they were talking about
He wanted to make one. Yeah.
So for a second,
He did take a chicken nugget. Remember, he said, "All I need is some evidence."
Yeah.
He took that
Right.
chicken nugget, put it in the bag, so they could do a vaccine, I guess. So.
true. So I thought for a second they were going to be like, "Oh, we could have cured all the kids all along," and like they all like get cured, but they had like just murdered all of them.
Yeah, turned them all up. The kid with the jaw hanging out, you ain't gonna fix him. He was already.
Yeah. That's the origin story of what's that guy from U.S. Assassin? The sergeant, the metal
Sensei
jaw.
Steel.
Oh, yeah.
Sensei Steel, yeah. That's his origin story. He grows
Here's
up.
the first, guys. 400 people watching on Facebook.
Ooh.
YouTube.
400. These
Yeah.
are 400 of the smartest and just awesomest people that I know.
Indeed.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Elias
Missy
is
says
good.
maybe use essential oils to cure him.
You could, yeah, absolutely. Essential oil. Yeah.
Some aloe vera.
They didn't find that in Walking Dead. Can you imagine if Rick Grimes was like, "Coral, you just have to put some aloe vera on it"? But no, they end up shooting his eye out and killing him.
You know what else
Man.
was a good zombie movie? Remember that movie Warm Bodies?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
one.
I love that movie. That's a good zombie movie.
I didn't like how he just became normal by the end, though. That was kind of goofy, but
That was the romance of
I know.
Actually, they all healed themselves in the end, didn't they? Except for the bonies. Like they all started healing themselves.
It's a
All right,
sacred statement.
So there's no.
That was also my nickname in high school.
There's
Sacred
no horror movie club next week. I'll be on vacation. Surprise birthday trip. So in 2 weeks we are watching Hush, and this was picked out by Dexter Weeks. I got the trailer all queued up. Let's check it out.
Cue it up, peanut butter.
Hush, Eliza.
Ooh, it's a Blumhouse.
Automatic. good.
Anybody know what a Blumpkin is?
Yes, it's a spicy Blumpkin.
All right, this dead air is killing the show, bro.
Yep. Has anyone seen Oculus before?
I
Yes.
have. It's a
No,
good
but
movie.
I have one. It's called the Meta Quest now, though.
Oh yeah.
All right, so she's alone. Oh.
Is that girl from all the Netflix horror
Yes.
like shows?
Same
Is
director.
her husband this director? Because he always puts her in his stuff.
Yeah, he always cast her. Yeah.
Same as like Mila Jovovich. They just like need their wives and everything apparently. And Tim Burton, he does it too.
True.
I used
You
to.
hate nepotism.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up? Bro.
Dex, you know what made this trailer better? If instead of the Hush Killer, it was just Michael Cera, just like regular Michael Cera. He's like, hey, and she's like, ah.
Well, when I saw the title, I thought this was an adaptation of the DC Comics Hush.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
This gives me The Strangers vibes.
Very much so.
Yeah.
It is like a what do they call when a home invasion?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Trust me, it's a good watch. It's a good.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I had never seen it, so.
And like I love the director. I know some people are on the fence of Mike Flanagan, but like he did all those Netflix shows and stuff. And
I like everything he's done. I like all his stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Oh, I just saw Chase and I right before the show. We saw Mickey 17, and there was a trailer for a Mike Flanagan movie.
Yeah, that new one coming out.
Yeah, I forget what it's called though.
That vampire one was my favorite.
Who is Ed or something, or who is something?
Oh yeah, something like
Chuck. Who is Chuck? I think it's called. Yeah.
I think
They're getting influenced by Laura's Blaze Fire. It's like, who is Ed?
Not Ed. I had Ed on my mind. So, who is Chuck is the next one. Yes.
Who is Chuck? That's his next film coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tons of people in it. It should be. It's based off another Stephen King short story.
Oh, that's cool.
Be interesting. Well, Mark, did you like 17 or?
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I think my son Chase liked it more than me. Did you see it?
I did. See, I didn't like it because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's what we both said. It wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Which one is that again?
That's the one with Robert Pattinson as a clone who keeps every time he dies they clone him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The concept's great and everything, but I just I wasn't feeling it. But.
Yeah,
I got to see it. Yeah, maybe I got to check that one out.
Well, they've already done that really well. What was that one with Tom Cruise?
Oh yeah, Live, Die, Repeat or something.
Well, not that one. The other one with Tom Cruise, where he's like in a space station. Oblivion. Yeah. It's like
it's my top.
I thought that.
It's my top.
That's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Penguin says, "Isn't Mickey 17 just a big budget ripoff of Moon?" What's Moon?
Moon had I can't remember his name. It was the same exact storyline where they just kept sending clones up into the space station.
Just a reminder for the 433 people tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, and X. This Wednesday, we're talking all things Michael Keaton's Batman. So Batman Returns. Yes, we're going to talk about The Flash. We're going to talk about those iconic Kenner toys. Anything you can think of that involves Michael Keaton's Batman, we'll be discussing it this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. So, Dex, you're going to continue? Nice. Yeah, I love it. Penguin says Sam Rockwell clones working on the Moon indie movie.
That's it. Yep. Sam Rockwell. Yeah.
That's with the two robots, right? Like he had like the robot lady up there, kind of like
the AI or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Major. Come on, man. Now you're talking. What? So Yoon said Cooties was, or not Yoon. Penguin said this was Cooties was the best movie we've seen this year. I'm drawing a blank, but I can't. That can't be right. That can't be right. That Cooties is the best movie we've watched.
No, we've had unanimous ups for movies before we even saw them. It definitely can't be. Yeah, I mean it's up there. It's up there for.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys want to discuss before we wrap this up? All right. Dexter Weeks, where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Dexter Weeks 6975, on Twitter, aka X, Dexter_art, and Dexter Art or Dexter Weeks on Facebook.
Awesome. Mark Yoon, where can people find you? I would suggest an anger management class.
Mark, you've seen me get angry. That's not angry. That's having
New York thing. It's
in Baltimore. Mark once almost jumped out of my car to fight people on the street. That would not have ended.
Window cleaners. Yeah, it's in New York. He's in New York.
I once saw Mark Yoon straight up murder 5 people with his bare hands in the parking lot because they didn't pronounce his name right.
Oh man.
I get that a lot too. I get Yun all the time. Are you related to Steven Yun? Yes.
Dude, Lord Blazefire says he'll be cooking some chicken quesadillas, man.
Bon
Save
appetit.
some for me.
Bon appetit.
Check that chicken first. Don't make sure it's not tainted.
Right.
Yeah.
It better be good because Yoon will hit you with the dim mock.
Yoon, where can people?
The kimchi. The kimchi.
Spinning kimchi roundhouse kick.
His wife is gonna love that.
Right? She's like, you can't go on this podcast anymore.
Oh man.
Yoon, where can people find you at for the third?
You can find me here every Wednesday and Sunday. You can find me on my channel, Mark Yoon, and you can also find me probably in your mom's if they're from New Jersey.
Check your DNA. Check your
Check the RNA strands. Yeah, you might be a Yoon too. We're all a Yoon.
Elijah's Wood, where can people find you?
Enrico Botta on Instagram, Enrico Botta on X, YouTube, and right here on Primetime Poulton every Wednesday and Sunday. Come and hear me act like an idiot.
And guys, you can find me on X and Instagram at Koni Waves. Make sure you subscribe to Primetime Poulton. Hit the notifications. We're here every Wednesday talking comics. Every Sunday talking horror movies. New show coming to the channel with me and my co-host Adam Lawson. We've been talking about working together for 2 years. We're going to do a show called Comic Books We Love. So we'll just review current books that we read and we love. Real easy concept. Monthly show because we're both extremely busy. But first show coming March 31st. So be on the lookout for that. Also, Graveyard Shift, 3 days left. Make sure you got your copy. Ride and Paint Book 2 in demand. Gun Goth launching Friday, June 13th. 13 covers. These guys all on the panel have a cover that, they're the creative team of the book. It's going to be awesome. Mark Penguin, thank you for sharing the links. Make sure you watch Hush. You got 2 weeks to watch it, and we'll be back Wednesday talking Michael Keaton Batman. Thank you for watching, guys.